Hello everyone, welcome to KK4Z. My name is Scott, and today I am back at the Chattahoochee Chattahoochee Bend State Park, spending the night tonight. Last time I was here I worked 8 bands. I need to get 2 more, and the ones I have left are nighttime bands. I decided to spend the night. As you recall, this is the park that, as the crow flies, is 17 miles away from me, but as I drive it, it's actually 37 miles. So it's just far enough away to feel like I've gotten away. Got a nice comfort station here. Nice quiet park. Cell service is spotty at best, so I probably won't do any video uploads until I get home. Alright, today going to be a rather Spartan camp since I'm only spending one night. I'm not going to put the awning out, and I've only hooked up electrical power to the camper. I didn't hook water up. Today, running my 29.5 foot random wire antenna. There it is. Feeding that into my homemade 9-to-1 onion and my homemade choke ballon to keep the RF out of the camper. Didn't bring a whole lot of food, didn't bring a whole lot of drinks. I figure I'll mostly be operating, and today, weather today is rainy, maybe clearing, maybe thunderstorms, and so I will most likely be right there inside today. I got the AC running. It's not terribly hot today. Feels like it's in the upper 70s, and so that's it. I'll let you see the setup once I get inside and fix things up. I just finished a little bit of lunch, and then we'll get to it. See you in a bit. Alright, this is KK4Z. My name is Scott, and I am operating inside the camper today. It's kind of rainy outside. I'm only going to be here for one day, so I didn't feel like setting everything up. So here's an overview of what I got going on. This is a new laptop for me. It's a Lenovo ThinkPad T14S. I bought it refurbished, and it's just like brand new. It's a very nice laptop. Because it uses a Thunderbolt, I can use power delivery USB-C on this. I have a big battery at home that I can plug right into this and keep it charged up. I do have a mini docking station here to give me a couple extra ports. When I do FT8, I like to use a GPS for the time, and then I also keep a flash drive so that when I exit out of AC log, it automatically dumps a backup into that drive. Over here, I'm going to try some CW maybe later on. That's a Bengali Adventure Dual. I really like that. And then this is a Logitech Pebble, they call it. It'll either operate with Bluetooth or the unifying receiver, which I have right there. Our radio today is my IC7300 with my Z11 Pro, my old Z11 Pro, and PowerWorks power supply. I've already talked about the antenna. One thing I did today, different than last time, is you see this memory foam here. Well, this used to be over here, but I discovered that while it's great to sleep on, it's not very comfortable to sit on and operate, and plus my little lap desk here was all wobbly on that, and so I have moved them over there, and then probably if I decide to sleep tonight, I will move them. I'll move everything over here, and I'll sleep on this side and then keep this open for operating. But what I may do in the future is just keep those at home and just set this up semi-permanent, and then when my wife goes with me, then I can move these over here and there'd be room for both of us. So that's pretty much the setup for today. I'm trying to get 2 bands for my N1CC award at this park. I basically have 3 available to me. I have 60, 80, and 160, and so hopefully I'll get those today or tonight. Is all if the bands hold out. Right now I'm banging along. I got my 10 activation my 10 activation QSOs on 20 meters, and so now I'm just banging away at 60, see if anybody can hear me, and then I'll jump up to 80 or 160, try to get one there. Fortunately, this park's about an hour away, so I can come back. I'd really like to finish this off. I'm a checkbox kind of guy, and as long as I have some of these parks hanging over my head, I feel like I have to complete them. So that's it. Nice day at the park. Nice day doing some POTA stuff. And we'll check back in later. Alright, so we have a little update here. I've been trying to get, I'm trying to get 2 more bands for my 10 band for this park as part of my N1CC award, and one of the bands was 60 meters, which there's not a whole lot of activity on it, especially on FT8, and right now the bands are not that good, so CW is a little bit hard. But through perseverance, I got 2 contacts, one K04FSZ and W8TAM. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was really worried about this band. I got 1 more to go, and I got 2 choices, either 80 or 160, and I can usually pull one out of 80. 160 is a little tough for this time of year. 160, for those that don't know, is typically a winter band when it's quieter, and it also usually doesn't come alive till 1 o'clock in the morning. So, but I'm grateful I got this one down. 1 more to go. The night is young. I feel confident. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, hunters. All you hunters on all the bands who take the time to help us activators get our cues in that we need. All right, that's it for now. Hello, everyone. This is Scott, KK4Z, and I am wrapping up a pretty interesting day at the activation at K-2168, Chattahoochee Bend State Park. I came out here because I needed to do 10 bands at this park. I had completed 8 earlier, and I needed 2 more. And unfortunately, the bands I needed were the nighttime bands. So what I did is I spent the night in the campground, which is not a bad thing. But it wasn't really planned, but I wanted to kind of get this knocked out so I could have 1 more campground or 1 more park to add to my N1CC award. I'm now up to 7, and I've got another park where I just need 1 more band, and I've got another park where I need 6. I got 2 other parks where I need 6, and I'm not sure how I'm going to work all that out, but I'm knocking them out. It's been kind of fun. N1CC is not probably as easy as it looks, but I had a lot of fun, and the 2 bands I got tonight were 60 meters and 80 meters. I had to wait kind of into the early evening before I can get those. But anyhow, I started operating at about 1430 hours local, or I think that's like 1830 hours Zulu, and I worked for just about 11 hours. It's now about 1:30 in the morning, or 0530 hours Zulu. So I worked about 11 hours. Of course, I took breaks. I ate dinner, got up, stretched my legs, went to the comfort station, whatever. But I got 200 contacts total, and I was working areas of the country and the world that I didn't normally work a whole lot, so that was kind of interesting. Got a lot up into the Northeast this time around, which is something that doesn't usually happen. But the statistics are, I had 200 contacts. I worked 41 states. That's pretty awesome right there, I think, including Alaska. I worked 3 continents, and I worked 21 countries. And this is all on FT8. I was going to do CW, but the bands were just not that good. In fact, 20 meters tonight, just kind of laid down and took a nap. Usually, when I'm up this late, I can typically get 1 or 2 either Australian or New Zealand stations, but the band just died. It went flat. 30 meters was okay-ish, not as good as it has been. 40 meters was rather flat, you know. It up and down. I mean, I got a lot of contacts on 40 and 30 and a lot on 20 during the day, but they weren't the DX I was looking for, or some of the other areas I was looking for that I've gotten at other times. 60 meters FT8. Early on, I got 1, and I said thank you, because I thought that was the only one I was going to get. I went back later on and worked about 5 or 6 more, and then I got on 80 meters and worked a few there. That was okay. 80 meters was a little flat. Usually at night it picks up, but it was flat. And then 160 was dead. Of course, it probably is this time of year anyhow. 160 is typically a midwinter band. Just December, January, February is when that's usually pretty active. But I gave it a whirl. Man, it was pretty exciting. I mean, I worked states that I didn't normally work. Like Utah is usually very hard for me to work. I worked a couple in Utah. I worked a couple in Idaho. I got a guy from North Dakota. Holy cow, right? Let's see. I got a guy from Wyoming. Oh man, so it was kind of a crazy night, but I got it done. I'm fixing to shut everything down, pack up a little bit. I'm going to leave early in the morning because I got things to do at home. The wife was kind enough to let me get this part done. Anyhow, it was a lot of fun. You know, you hunters out there, I know I'm mainly a hunter, but you hunters out there, you guys are awesome. You know, you really are. And I appreciate you guys so much that, you know, you guys, you know, come work us when we spot. Just like when I worked that first guy on 60 meters, I think the only reason why he was there was because he saw me spotting. He came up to specifically work me because it was him and one other guy, and we were the only 3 on 60 meters at that particular time. So, you know, even though we activate, we can't do it without you hunters, and you guys are just great. As you can tell, I'm a little punchy because it's late, but thank you all very much for all the work you do out there and helping us, you know, get these activations taken care of. Like I said, 200 Qs. I couldn't have done it alone, so. But that's it. I'm going to wrap this up, and then tomorrow I'll upload this video, and I'll get everything, the logs all taken care of. And don't forget to check out my blog, kk4z.com. It's got a lot of POTA stuff. It's got some how-to stuff. It's got a lot of projects. In fact, the antenna that I used tonight to get all this DX and stuff is a homemade antenna. I made all the pieces. I had to buy the torids, you know, but I wound them. I put them in the cases. I did all the soldering. And it's really, it's become an awesome antenna. It's really my favorite antenna now because I use it almost every time I go out. So, anyhow, y'all have a good evening. I should say have a good morning. And we'll talk to you later. This is Scott, KK4Z, 73s.